Hey, what's up, Hexicans? Ballet Brand. We're doing a Johnny Chaos style type of video. Just posting this to Twitter, but I just wanted to share a recommendation and inspiration for all of the Hexicans in the community. So David Feeder, he I think that's how you pronounce his last name, but David Feeder, he's a guy that Richard just recommended and shared. He is someone that is a longtime Hexican OG, like myself, like Hexologists, like some of these other guys in the community that you've seen. He's someone that is having a hex change or, coming out type deal, similar to myself, where I had made videos back in the day, but had been like a closet Hexican for a little while. Long story short, guys, he made a like an inspiration or like a success story video on YouTube to Richard Hart, and he joined RG3 and Gary and Crypto Coffee and Big Kurkowski on the Discourse Syndicate tonight, actually. So I clipped their video, put it on my channel with RG3's information, just so it can get more awareness. But I just wanted to say, long story drawn out, is that I think it would be important for all of us. I'm going to do this myself in two, but for all of us that have been inspired by Richard to make a success story and a thank you video and things of that nature. Because one thing that Richard mentions is, especially before the big payday, before the referral link ends, is that Hex needs more user awareness, more brand adoption. And how do we do that? Well, we happened to find a shirt that had a Hex logo printed on it. Or there happens to be some stickers that, magically appear up in the city that you're in. Long story short, we need more awareness because the project does what it says it's going to do. It does it better than Bitcoin. It's done everything that Bitcoin has wanted to do, besides the liquidity that Bitcoin has. Hex has done everything that Bitcoin has done, but better. So long story short, Hex is audited, it's secure, it's made many millionaires, and it's got so many success stories. Myself is one of them, and David Feeder, which is why I made this video, is another one. You guys need to try and find new Hexicans in the community when they pop up, and we all need to support them, and also we need to mimic the successful things that I'm noticing, or that anyone is noticing. If you see a success story, that success is contagious. People they invested in Bitcoin or in cryptocurrency because they knew someone that had a success story. They went from, they got in at Bitcoin when it was pennies and then they sold it dollars. Like, there's always a success story that is something that you can relate to and that not only humanizes the thing that you're in, but it's something that everyone wants a part of themselves. So if you can share that experience, especially before a big payday, give them your referral link, help them get involved, or teach them self-referral, or take them to Hex.Doctor. Do something to get your friends, your family, your loved ones involved, guys and girls, because this is the opportunity of a lifetime. It's knocking on its fucking door, and it's just saying, hey, let me in. Let me in. It's doing so many great things, and this community is just so strong that it's almost like you can just feel it in your blood. As someone that's followed Richard for more than 3 years now, like, I can feel the just the energy build up, all of the gatekeeping that was happening for the past year and a half, 2 years. All of the hate, all of the doubt, all of the FUD, all of that is nil. It's void. It's completely unacceptable when you have truth, when you have facts, when you have success stories, when you have people behind a avatar or a Twitter name. You know, it's not just a random number generated account. It's a real name. It's a real face. This is all things that make us relatable, and it's all something that can actually bridge the gap between just the crypto people and the normal traditional not only financial system but just everything else outside of crypto. We need to expand our thinking, our outreach. The other day I started streaming to Facebook as well, where I haven't used Facebook in a couple of years. Even though I have one, I started streaming to Facebook as well because I know that there's more audience over there. So just everyone in the community, thank you for what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. And I want everyone to make a success video if you are grateful for what Richard has developed, if you're grateful for what Hex has done for you, what it's done in your life. Share your story, share your experience. You know, post a video on YouTube, on Twitter, Snapchat, anything to get the word out, because we need to stop people from getting scammed, from putting their money in securities or false promises or projects that are going to yield them not only a bad investment but suffrage. You know, like how many people have thought they were going to become some billionaire, some millionaire trader, and they end up killing themselves because they took on too much, and then the actual thing that they took on too much buries them in debt, or it buries them in leverage, or they're addicted. Hex solves all of this. It truly does. It's amazing. It is so beyond its system, beyond its time in the system, that it's like having DSL on one side, and then the other person that just has, say, one computer is straight up fiber, and everyone else is on DSL, and that person shares the fiber computer, and you got 1,000 megabits up and down, as opposed to not even 1 megabit of download speed. Hex is just something that Bitcoin has tried to do since 2009. You know, you want to replace the middlemen, you want to replace the banks. Well, good. You got to create those products that they have that you can actually compete with. Well, what does Hex do? It competes with the traditional certificate of deposit. When you have a net amount of $7 trillion globally from time locks, certificate of deposits, that is something that is worth competing with and building a better product that people can actually put their money into and save against the hyperinflation of their savings. You know, how many people they worked for 20, 30 years thinking they were going to retire, and then they go to the older years, to the retirement age, and it's not as much as they thought it was going to be. Hex solves this. It's your guaranteed interest trustlessly. If you stake earlier, the better it is for you, because you're going to get a better share rate today than you will any other day in the future. Check it out, guys. Hex.com. David Feeder, great video, man. You inspired this video. You inspired the Discourse Syndicate video that he just, RG3 just streamed. So just want to say thanks to everyone in the community, guys and girls. It's going great. We're just starting. It's not even 1 year old, and potential is so extraordinary in Hex. Bitcoin went 1.3 million X currently, from less than a penny to 13,000 or so that it is right now. And Hex from January 5th to the all-time high is up 166x. That's some potential. I mean, Hex is already top 10 right now. Bitcoin's been top 1 market cap for many years, pretty much the whole time. That's potential for Hex. I mean, we're already top 1 and it's less than 1 year old. Or sorry, we're already top 10 and it's less than 1 year old. So thanks everyone. That's my video, my rant.